Hi guys, it's Bianca. Welcome back to another one of my videos. If you're new here, please like and subscribe if you like rosacea content or fitness and lifestyle content. Now, today we are going to be discussing Rosacea 101. First and foremost, a disclaimer, I'm not a certified dermatologist, so please make sure that you do consult a professional. I just want to share with you, like you're one of my friends, all the information that I know about rosacea and just give you like a 101 on the research that I've personally done. All the information in this video I'm gonna write up below and give you guys links of places you can do your own research. But this video is going to be in 5 different parts. Part 1 is going to be an introduction into rosacea, what causes it, and part 2 is going to be skincare and skincare ingredients to avoid and to purchase. 3 is going to be food and lifestyle choices, 4 is going to be treatment, and 5 is going to be community and resources to do your own research. And I'll put the timestamps down below if you want to skip to that information as well. Enjoy the video, guys. What is rosacea? According to the American Academy of Dermatology, rosacea is a common skin disease that often begins with the tendency to blush or flush more easily than other people. Now, if you see me look down a little bit from the camera, it's because I'm reading the definition because I don't want to get it wrong. Basically, the redness kind of starts on your nose and cheek areas, and it can travel down to your chin, your ears, your back, and the redness can persist all the time. There are 4 different subtypes of rosacea. The first one is ERT. I'll put the full name here, I can't pronounce it. And basically that's the first type where you have the redness, the flushing, and the visible blood vessels. And after that you have type 2, which is papulopustular, I hope I pronounced that right, which is more redness, swelling of the face, and acne-like breakouts. That's the type I have. Then you get phimosis rosacea, which is when the skin thickens and it has like a bumpy texture. A lot of the times it happens on the nose, and you can see people's noses get bigger and red and inflamed. And then type 4 is ocular rosacea, which gives you red and irritated eyelids. Your eyelids can be swollen, and sometimes you can form things that look like a sty. Now, what causes rosacea? Well, scientists don't really know exactly what causes rosacea, or if there's only one thing. It might be a combination of things, but there are 5 different things that they commonly suggest might be the cause of rosacea. First of all, it could run in your family, so basically be hereditary. Second is a bacteria called Bacillus olerolius. I'll put it up here. Basically, it attacks your immune system, and this bacteria causes the rosacea. Another one is in your intestine, in your gut, there might be a bacteria called H. pylori. I'll put the name up here as well. And you can actually get tested for that, and they can help you treat that inside your gut, and that has shown to alleviate symptoms of rosacea. Another theory is Demodex mites. Well, Demodex mites are on everyone's skin, but if you have an overgrowth, or usually in rosacea patients, they see an overgrowth of Demodex mites, and when the Demodex mite infestation is cleared a little bit, you can see improvements in your rosacea. Next, we have a protein that the skin produces itself called cathelicidin, which usually, like I said, is a protein that your skin uses to protect itself, but in patients with rosacea, there has been proven that your body reacts differently to this protein in patients with rosacea, and so it flares up your rosacea. The next question is, who gets rosacea? So usually rosacea appears between the ages of 30 and 50. It's more common amongst women than men, and mostly people with fair skin that have Celtic and Scandinavian ancestry get rosacea, although people of all colors and any age can technically get rosacea. Rosacea, like I said, is more common in women than in men. skincare. Skincare is essential. There are good ingredients and bad ingredients when it comes to rosacea specifically, but the most important thing in your skincare routine is your sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important every day, whether you spend 2 minutes in the sun or hopefully not, but 12 hours. You have to wear sunscreen. You have to find a sunscreen that doesn't flare you, because that will be one of your saving graces to help you not flare. So the ingredients to look out for in your sunscreen is try and find a physical sunscreen, so usually the ones that give you that white cast, and look for sunscreen that has the ingredients zinc oxide and titanium dioxide in them, as well as silicone. I'll put the names of what they call silicone here as well. And make sure it is fragrance free, guys. Don't take anything that says it's unscented. It needs to be fragrance free. Look at the back at the fragrance, if there's any fragrance in it. Also down below, I'll link all the different names people use for fragrance, and then make sure it's above SPF 30 and that it is broad spectrum. Some good skincare ingredients to look for are hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, licorice, ceramides, and again, silicone. I'll put all the names in here as well. If I mispronounce them, I'm so sorry. Things you want to avoid for your rosacea skincare. First of all, natural or organic doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be good for your rosacea. So just always keep that in mind. The ingredients to look out for are witch hazel, camphor, essential oils, menthol, eucalyptus, peppermint, and also look out for alcohol. Now there are good alcohols and bad alcohols. The good alcohols that you can use are cetyl alcohol and stearyl alcohol, and the bad alcohols are isopropyl alcohol or Danette alcohol. Now I'll put all of these names here, guys, so you can screenshot them, write them down. I'll also leave them down in the comments. So it is essential that you look at your skincare, make sure that these ingredients are there or aren't there, and also, guys, keep it simple and don't think that the most expensive beauty products are the ones that are going to be the best for your skin. A lot of these companies just market expensive products because they want to make money. You can find all of these ingredients in affordable skincare. Keep it simple. Make sure you have a gentle cleanser, moisturize. Moisturizing is very important. Finding a moisturizer that doesn't flare you is also very important, because studies have proven and shown that people that have rosacea and moisturize see less flare-ups than people that don't. But a lot of us just stop using moisturizer altogether because they cause us flares. So use this ingredient list and make sure you find a moisturizer that works for you. Then also you can try some sort of serum if you want to, but the sunscreen is very important. Don't be fooled by marketing, guys. Not all these products need to be super expensive. I would say usually for me, my sunscreen is the most expensive, and the least expensive would be my cleansers, because I just use something like Physiogel or Cetaphil. So find your ultimate skincare routine, take the time to read ingredients, and make sure that the products you use on your body, and especially your hair, are also rosacea friendly. So let's move on to food and lifestyle. Food and lifestyle is basically going to be where you find your triggers and find trigger foods and ingredients, like I mentioned in the skincare, that won't flare your rosacea. Now, I can give you, and I will give you, a long list of all the different things that might flare you, but it's important to be self-aware and to kind of find your own triggers, because triggers are not the same for everyone. So even though a common trigger for rosacea is coffee and caffeine, personally for me, thank you Lord, I can drink coffee as long as I let it cool down to kind of just above room temperature. So make sure you take this advice with a pinch of salt and check it out for yourself. So the main things that cause our rosacea flare-ups would be stress, extreme weather, so heat or wind and cold, medicine, the wrong makeup, skincare, and hair products, trigger foods, alcohol, spicy food. I'll also link below a rosacea diary where you can take the time, if you have it, to kind of assess what triggers you and what doesn't. It's important to understand that if you have high histamine or if you have inflammation in your body, it's going to worsen your rosacea. So make sure that you don't in excess consume alcohol, especially red wine, bourbon, gin, vodka, champagne, and beer, or eat too much processed sugar or junk food or fried food or things like that. And there are also foods with high histamine, which I'm going to read out the list now, that you also need to make sure you test in your diet or maybe eliminate for some time to see if it has an effect on your rosacea. This is a long list, guys. Bear with me. It is liver, yogurt, sour cream, cheese, except cottage cheese, chocolate, vanilla, soy sauce, yeast extract, except for in bread, vinegar, spinach, broad bean leaves, eggplant, citrus, fruits, tomato, avocados, bananas, red plums, raisins, or figs. Any sort of spicy food or food that's thermally hot. Alcohol, like I mentioned, hot drinks, especially temperature-wise, so hot cider, hot chocolate, hot coffee, hot tea. So check out all those things, guys. Test it out, see if you eliminate it from your diet, if it works or not. Personally, anecdotally for me, what works is drinking a lot of water, making sure I am generally healthy, and citrus fruit really flares me badly, but I don't really have a problem with spinach, etc., etc. So again, you are an individual. Make sure you check which of these things flare you and which don't, so you don't have to cut all these things out your diet. And also, just as a side note, guys, I like to drink champagne and things like that. So the only thing that I truly cut out of my diet completely is red wine and dark liquors. But I do have a glass of wine from time to time, and I deal with it because, hey, I want to live my life as well. I can't only be focused on not having a rosacea flare-up. Treatments and controlling your rosacea. Now, usually when you go to see a dermatologist, they ask you to keep a rosacea diary so you can figure out your own personal triggers, and they help you find a rosacea-friendly skincare routine which avoids the ingredients that I was talking about before. They can also prescribe oral antibiotics as well as topical ointments, and recently there's also on the market an ointment that helps with the infestation of Demodex mites. Your dermatologist may also suggest laser treatments. Laser treatments can be used for two different reasons. First, to reduce the broken blood vessels on your skin, so the little red marks, and also for skin thickness. For the skin thickness, usually CO2 lasers are used, and to help reduce the appearance of the broken blood vessels, they usually use Herbarium YAG laser, intense pulse light therapy, and pulse dye lasers. Lasers work really well, but they can be very expensive. If you can't afford them, I definitely would recommend trying it. I personally tried it as well, and it worked really, really well for me. Laser treatments can be really quite effective, but they are very expensive, and though they might treat the broken blood vessels you already have, if you do not keep your rosacea under control by finding your triggers and trying to minimize flare-ups, those broken blood vessels will return and you'll have to go back for the therapy again. Down below, I'll also link some Facebook groups. These have been really valuable to help me find skincare products that are affordable. It's nice to have a community and people you can talk to, and people teach you things, and although you can take the information and make sure that it's accurate, it is nice to kind of find information from different places, then check its relevance, and I've learned so much through all that. And like I said, it's nice to have people going through the same thing as you and making you realize that, it's okay and you're gonna be fine. So in conclusion, guys, rosacea can be a real butt in the you-know-what, but I think that if you find your triggers and you make peace with the fact that you might not be able to eat certain things, and that you find the right skincare routine for you, etc., etc., it can be a little bit more manageable. Now, I don't have perfect skin at all, even though I try and follow all these things, although I do have a drink every now and then. Yeah, just honestly do some research, try and follow these steps, see if they work for you, see your dermatologist. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see my personal rosacea skincare routine, or you would like to see my makeup routine, today I'm wearing very little makeup, you can let me know and I'll make those videos for you guys. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Oh, and if you'd like to see me go for laser therapy with before and afters, let me know too. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. And yeah, let's beat this rosacea.